Is Horus the real king of Egypt? A 7-minute story in ancient Egyptian mythology. Horus is known as the falcon-headed god of kingship, protection, and the sky. His story is intertwined with the struggle for the throne of Egypt, the eternal battle between good and evil, and the quest to establish divine order. But the question remains, was Horus ever a true king of Egypt, or was he merely a symbolic figure? The birth of Horus and the tragic death of Osiris. Horus's story begins long before he was even born. His father, Osiris, was the rightful king of Egypt, beloved by both gods and mortals. Osiris ruled the land with wisdom and kindness, teaching the people about agriculture and justice. However, his jealous brother Set, the god of chaos and destruction, plotted against him. Set lured Osiris into a beautifully crafted coffin, sealing him inside and casting it into the Nile. The river's currents carried Osiris far away, leaving the kingdom vulnerable. With Osiris gone, Set seized the throne, plunging Egypt into an era of darkness and disorder. But Isis, the devoted wife of Osiris and goddess of magic, refused to let Set's betrayal go unpunished. Pregnant with Osiris's child, she fled into hiding, vowing to raise their son in secret until he was strong enough to challenge Set. The rise of Horus. Isis gave birth to Horus in the marshy Nile Delta. As a child, Horus was taught by his mother to harness his divine powers and prepare for the inevitable confrontation with Set. He learned the ways of the gods and grew into a fierce warrior, his resolve unshakable. When Horus reached adulthood, he emerged from hiding and declared his right to the throne. The gods, knowing the importance of this challenge, gathered to witness the trial of strength, wit, and magic that would determine the true ruler of Egypt. The battle for the throne. The battle between Horus and Set raged across the land and the skies. The two gods transformed into various creatures, a raging bull, a fierce lion, and finally, into massive falcons, each trying to overpower the other. They clashed by the banks of the Nile, on the sandy dunes of the desert, and high above the clouds. One night, Set tricked Horus, blinding him in one eye with a cruel strike. Horus's screams echoed through the heavens. Despite the pain, he refused to give up. With the help of his mother, who healed his wounded eye, Horus gained a new vision, called the Eye of Horus, a powerful symbol of protection, healing, and royal power. In the final confrontation, Horus overpowered Set, pinning him to the ground. The gods convened to judge the battle's outcome. They acknowledged Horus's strength and courage, but Set argued that he had ruled Egypt for many years, claiming the throne was rightfully his. The gods were divided. Ra, the sun god, initially sided with Set, for Set was the one who defended Ra's barge against Apophis, the serpent of chaos, during their nightly journey through the underworld. But Thoth, the god of wisdom, argued in favor of Horus, reminding the gods of Horus's birthright and his ability to restore balance to the land. After much deliberation, the gods decided in Horus's favor. Horus was declared the rightful king of Egypt, but Set was not banished or destroyed. Instead, Set was given the role of the god of storms and deserts, maintaining his place in the pantheon but stripped of his claim to the throne. Symbolic kingship or historical reality? In myth, Horus's victory restored peace and order to Egypt, symbolizing the triumph of good over evil. But was Horus ever a true king in historical terms? The answer lies in understanding the nature of Egyptian mythology and kingship. Every pharaoh of Egypt was considered the living embodiment of Horus. The pharaoh's role was not just political, but also divine. By aligning himself with Horus, the pharaoh asserted his legitimacy as the ruler, ordained by the gods to maintain Ma'at, the cosmic order. Thus, while Horus himself did not rule as a historical king, every pharaoh claimed to be his earthly representative. This belief solidified Horus's place as the eternal king of Egypt, a divine symbol of kingship and protector of the land. Horus's legacy. The legacy of Horus extends beyond his battles with Set. He became a symbol of royal authority, and his image adorned temples, palaces, and tombs across Egypt. The Eye of Horus became a protective amulet worn by Egyptians for centuries, believed to ward off evil and ensure safety. Even in death, the pharaohs were said to join Osiris in the afterlife, becoming Osiris in death and reborn as Horus in the heavens. This cyclical belief reinforced the eternal connection between Horus, Osiris, and the kingship of Egypt. Horus may not have been a historical king, but his influence over the concept of kingship was profound. His myth inspired countless generations and shaped the very identity of the Egyptian monarchy. In the end, Horus's story is not about a single king or a single reign. It's about the timeless struggle for justice, the restoration of order, and the eternal promise of protection and guidance that every ruler of Egypt was expected to uphold. The end.